I'd like to talk about and teach heart-light meditation. Heart-light meditation is one of the best meditations that there is. Very ancient, it's more than 7,000 years old. It's got many kind of levels and subtleties to it, but it's a very simple process. The idea is to take your mind and walk it down into your heart. And to do that, you do it with your breath. And because it's so simple and because we're breathing all the time, you have to really want to do this. To be in your heart space is like a big deal. The yogis talk about it, and the religions talk about it, is to get into your heart, find your heart, get into your heart, stay in your heart, and operate from your heart, see from your heart, feel from your heart, and incorporate what you love back into your heart. And this is basically not taught. Even in most of the yogis don't talk about it quite this way I'm going to talk about it. So to do it, you have to really want it. And wanting is an act of will. It's a desire. I want, I will, I wish, I want. And then there's the heart light. When you breathe into your heart will actually start to glow. You'll feel it. What it means by heart light is you can imagine a light coming into you, but the air itself is light. And the air mixes with your life force, and the air and the life force together makes what people call prana or chi. And prana and chi are light. They're your bioelectrical energy in your body. Electromagnetism is light. Light is electromagnetism, so it is light. So when you breathe in, you say in your mind, I want. And then you want heart light, because the whole idea is to have this glowing energy into your heart. Once your heart is filled and you can feel that connection in your heart region with the energy, once the energy goes from your mouth into your throat and down into your heart, once you feel that energy there, then you can begin to move it around. You can move it back up to the top of your head, and you fill up your head, and you can move it down into your belly, and then down into your whole pelvic cradle. And you want to get it into your sphincter muscle. Your sphincter muscle is like the lowest part of you, but it's also the part that goes out to your legs. The idea, one of the main goals of heart-light meditation, is to feel your entire body with each breath, or to feel your whole body with your breath. And to do this, you have to get out of your head, drop down into your heart, and then follow the energy around. So for most people, getting out of the head is really hard because we're gated, we live up here, and everything revolves around our head. However, we have our spirit, heart, our will is down here, and our whole body. Okay, those are our four major parts. And you want to feel the energy in your whole body and your legs, and definitely into there. Now, there's two different parts, right? There's your head. There's several different parts. There's your head, right, that you live in most of the time and you operate out of. And then there's the heart region, right, which sometimes we operate out of. And then there's the belly region down here, right? And that's your emotional body. So in the Hindus, they have it set up that this is Shiva and this is Shakti, or this is Ram, this is Hanuman, and this is Sita. Yeah. So this is the masculine, the feminine, and the heart is in the middle. And the whole point, one of the major points, is to take the heart energy, which is out here roaming around in the world, of the mind energy, which is out here roaming around the world, bring it into the heart, and then from the heart, you put that love in that attention and that love into your heart till it glows, and then you have it go down to the very root of your body. And so from this Kundalini breath work and meditation comes from. And when you take that heart energy and go back up to your head, that's where Kriya Yoga comes from, the light meditation on the light. So this is kind of the root of almost all the yogas, heart light meditation. And you start with your mouth. You start with your mouth. You want to have your mouth open just a little, and then breathe in and out normally, kind of like a normal, deliberate, like that. And then on the in, when you're breathing in, you say I, and when you breathe out, you say want. So that's two. I want. You hear it in your head. You repeat it in your head, not out loud. And then the next breath, heart light. So there's four. One cycle is four. I want heart light. And that's how it's done. The next thing you want to do is, after you've practiced that and you've got that down, the words connected to your breath, the next thing you want to do is feel in your mouth the coolness of the air, in your teeth and your tongue in the front right here, and then into the back, into your whole mouth. And you're still saying the same thing. I want heart light. Now, once you get it established fairly strongly, both the sound of I want heart light and the coolness of your breath, you can go a little bit deeper and try to bring that coolness to the feeling of coolness. And this is what walks the brain down into the heart. You have your brain and your awareness follow the coolness. While in your head you're saying I want heart light, you follow the coolness. So you follow the coolness in your mouth and take it down to your throat. And this gets down into your throat. And once that is established, you keep going. Keep the mind focused on the coolness of your mouth and the coolness of your throat, and you drop and you keep going until you can feel the coolness go down into your upper part of your chest. Now, if you do this, and this, if you don't get it the first time, just keep practicing. Go back to practicing the heart light sounds in your head. I want heart light, and feel it, and start all over again from your mouth, and then take it to your neck, and then down to your heart. Okay, and once you do that, as long as it takes to do that, then you keep your mind focused on your heart from then on, right? This is to walk your mind down, and this you might do this over and over again because it's very easy to lose it and get caught up with other things. And then when you lose, it's like a top spinning, and then the top wobbles and falls over. Well, you pick it up and you spin it again. And the way you do that is you go back to the I want heart light, in the sound, and feel it at the coolness, and then back into your throat, and then into your heart. But once you get established, and this takes sometimes months to play with it to get it so you can get really solid in there. Once it is established in your heart, then that is the place where you begin to increase your heart light. So, and at the same time, while all this is going on, you try to imagine a light flowing into you or shining on you. It's imaginary. So now you've got, you can feel the energy in your heart. So you breathe deeper, then you can increase the speed. So go from the sort of a slow, deliberate to sort of like a pant. And we're piezoelectric, so as you start to add the energy of the air plus your bioelectric field, when they act together, it increases your prana or your chi, and you're building your chi, and you want to build the chi into your body. I want heart light. I want heart light. You keep doing that. Keep your mind focused on your heart so you can see, sort of focus on the heart, and you actually establish your mind down into your heart. Your awareness is your focal point. And you build it up. You can breathe, and you can do this any number of ways, but the normal way is just like a steady pant, but sometimes it comes real heavy. And that's okay too. The hard part about heart light meditation is you have to be partially deliberate and then partially surrendered. So when you get into your heart, you kind of surrender and stay there, right? So it's sort of a deliberate going down into your heart. Then once you get there, it's sort of, you want to surrender there and then do what the heart and body wants to do. Now, like I said, you can, when you take a big breath in, you can go up to, you can feel your whole head. You can feel it, crown chakra, sometimes in your third eye, you can feel it go up there. But also, on the exhale, if you have a big breath, on the exhale, you want to go down. And really exhale. Now, believe it or not, you would think that the inhale would be love, but in fact, it is the exhale that the love is. And the love goes down. You exhale down. It is it is an elimination. The exhale is an elimination of what's not love. So it's like the mind reaching. It's like the man reaching for the woman. It's like the light reaching into the darkness. So you exhale deeply, deeply, deeply until you get all the way down to your sphincter muscle, and then you can feel that moving. And at the same time, you're doing, I want heart light. Now, once you get it down into your pelvic region, into your sexual pelvic region, then it'll flow out. Once you build up enough energy, you'll start to feel the tingling in your arms and feel the tingling in your legs, and your toes will want to curl, and your wrist and your body wants to move spontaneously. So here again, you stay in your heart and allow your body to move and convulse. It's like shaking or like stretching, whatever your body wants to do, because when your body takes over, that's what the place you want to get. When your body takes over and starts moving, or your body takes over and does the breathing, sets the pace, you want to surrender to that and stay focused on your heart, stay focused on where the energy is flowing. And then from time to time, take a really big breath and let that energy go up to the top of your head, and then exhale way deep down to your pelvic region, down to your sphincter muscle. And this is Kundalini. This is there's a lot of different kind of heart there's like a lot of different kind of locks you can get for Kundalini, but the idea is to take the love and light of your awareness into your heart, and then from your heart down into the deep feminine. This is why it's an emotional healing and emotional balancing, because you're dealing with your emotions are down here in your belly, and that's where your nerves, your vagal nerves go, and if that needs to be strengthened and balanced, and this is what strengthens and balances it, by pulling that energy down here. So we're cut in two, like at our solar plexus. Up here is called, it would be the spirit side, and that is heart, your throat, your third eye, your top chakra. But it's also from here down is your will side, the deep feminine. And the whole point is to get the spirit side, the man and the woman, the spirit and the will, the light and the darkness. You have to bring the light down into the darkness. It doesn't just go down there automatically. You can live in your head for your whole life. And like I said, this kind of a meditation has a really high spiritual side to it. Like, you can go invisible and you get connected to other realms and so forth and so on. All the stuff that is talked about in Kriya or Kundalini is also available with heart light meditation. Now, the best place to do heart light meditation for the rest of your life is in bed. Go to bed 5 or 10 minutes early or before you're really, really, really sleepy, and practice heart light meditation. Start from the beginning. Heart light. I want heart light. And get down into your heart, and then maybe pick up the pace. And then feel the energy going down. Change up the breath and feel the energy going up and down. Out into the legs. Okay, now I've been doing this for several years now, at least 3 years. And what happens when you meditate every morning and every night, 15, 20 minutes, half hour, what happens is this whole region of your bed, your whole bed gets saturated with chi. It actually becomes filled with life force energy. So most of the times when I lay down, I immediately go into, even if I'm watching a video or something or watching YouTube, I immediately go into heart light meditation. It just happens automatically. This is because I've built up the chi for years. And the health benefits of this are pretty astounding. Every healing modality will tell you that meditation needs to be part of the mix of having a clear mind and a balanced emotions. So you can do this meditation standing up, sitting down, or walking. You can practice it in all of those areas. Now, what happens when you get in your heart, okay, on a spiritual level, is you're visible to the unseen, to the invisible world. Your heart glows, and eventually you want your whole body to glow. You're actually filling your body up with light, and you can feel it because your body will shake, and it'll bounce and it'll wiggle and it'll do all kinds of things. But on the other side, the angelic realm can see you, the Godhead can see you, the ascended masters can see you, the gods of old can see you, and the animal kingdom can see you, because you're coming. Your body is glowing. You're not just like a normal low vibe person. You're actually increasing the vibration of the energy in your body, and you're increasing the light in your body. And your body, here's the thing, like I was saying before, is you want your body to direct it. So you just kind of keep the overall rhythm going, or the overall sequence of things going. And then you surrender and let the body do what it has to do. It's really hard to talk and meditate at the same time, which is kind of good, because talking denies your feeling. Talking consumes your awareness. And this is why meditation it stops the internal dialogue and puts you into your embodiment. It embodies you into your being. And it is this instrument of your being that connects you to everything. And that's one of the things that you do at the final end of your meditation, is to, when you open your heart up, is you put inside your heart what you want. Now, while I'm in this position, I just wanted to go over to clue you in that there are like 4 different levels, or maybe at least 4, yeah, of the places where you meditate. Normally, when we're in our head all the time, busy all the day, we're just all of our energy is up in our head, and wherever your focus goes, that's where the light goes. So we put a lot of light in our head and none in our body. So we breathe shallow up here, right? We don't even notice our breathing. It's not even like it's not even happening. It's autonomic. Autonomic, it just means it's subconscious. It just goes on. Okay, and then when we do heart light meditation, you follow it, the coolness down your mouth, into your throat, and then into your heart. And then you actually want to feel the coolness into your heart. And your heart you can actually feel it start to buzz. And sometimes it actually hurts, because the light entering into the darkness actually pushes on the darkness, and it hurts a little bit. But you can definitely feel it going into your arms and into your legs when you build up enough energy. There is this thing with oxygen, but oxygen is like, again, it's a form of light. The air is a form of light. In terms of beings, we have elements, right? Earth, air, fire, and water. Those are like our elements. Well, air is a conscious being. The air is a conscious being, and it also connects you to the All One. In other words, everything on this planet exists in the air, more or less, including the rocks and the water. Everything exists in the air. So air connects you to the All One. It's a very high being. All of the masters who become enlightened by focusing on their breath and taking their air into their body and filling their body up with light. That's how they do it. That's how you become enlightened. So the air itself, you have to think of the air itself as a divine being, because the air is the light. The electromagnetic charges in your nerves is the light. The feeling of your chi, which is, you can tell the difference between the electric and the life force. The life force itself is light. Light is life. Life is light. Okay, so the first one is your head, and then the next sort of region that you can breathe in is into your chest, right? And then everybody knows about the breathing from your stomach, about the diaphragm. Right, and this is your center of power, and you want to have that deep breath into your power. This is where your power comes from. But to get down into the great mother of everything is that from your belly button. If you put your hand over your belly button, the next hand down, there's another diaphragm, and that you can actually breathe from down there. It takes a lot of. You have to be in a pretty engaged and energetic state to do that. But you can actually move your sensation down to there. And in that, your sphincter muscle acts like a diaphragm. If you're breathing slowly if you exhale slowly down into your below your belly button into your sexual and then down into your sphincter muscle, you can actually feel your sphincter muscle. And then when you go to take a breath, it'll open. So you can actually breathe into the core of your being. This is the awakening of the Kundalini. This is the romancing, the man romancing the woman, the light embracing the dark. And this is very powerful work. This is also for all of you who are connected to Mother Earth. This is your connection to Mother Earth, because it is from here that it goes out to your feet, right? And that's your grounding. So when you breathe into your ass, when you exhale, which is actually love. So you exhale love, and you inhale light. So when you exhale that love into your vibration, into your sphincter, that's romancing the Kundalini. And there's two different ways to raise your Kundalini. That is by blocking. You block your throat chakra. You block here. You lock your solar plexus. You lock your belly, and then you lock your sphincter muscle, and you put pressure in there. That's one way of doing it. But the other way of doing it is just with love. Is just by putting your attention down there and breathing from there. This is really deep spiritual work, and your Kundalini will awaken. It's a really gradual, but it'll awaken without any blocks, which is kind of a nice way of going. Anyway, this is a self-learning process. To awaken some of your lower chakras down here, when you breathe, you can build up a lot of pressure. Get your heart glowing, and then rock your pelvis like this. Now, if you have emotional turmoils and you have emotional traumas from the past, this kind of the rocking motion, it bounces out your whole vagal nerves down here, and this is real important to be able to get from the diaphragm down. Up here is the man, from your what do you call it? Your rib cage up is the masculine energy, and with the rib cage down is the feminine energy, and you want to balance those two. And we are almost never in the feminine energy, except when you sing. You know, when you sing and you have these long notes, that is the exhale. The exhale, see, is going up through the heart. That's the feminine energy. And sometimes when you dance to the music, that's the feminine energy. But normally we don't breathe from or operate from our feminine energy. But it's a really good thing to do at night before you go to bed and the first thing in the morning. It changes your whole thing, because this clears your mind, makes you able to concentrate a lot more, and you don't have as much negative chatter. Okay, now for those of you who have learned to do finding your lion heart, where you know your fear and your anger, and you do this little acting class kind of a thing, and then you get real angry, and then you destroy the world, right? So the idea is to get rid of your demons, to get rid of your monsters, to get rid of your darkness inside, and you have this little battle, sort of like an emotional battle. And when it gets to really powerful, you destroy the world. You destroy that world of pain. You destroy the world of guilt, the shame. You destroy the world of abuse, all that stuff that you don't like. So that's in finding the lion heart. But in heart light meditation, you do something completely different. And this is so important. All of this stuff is to open up your heart and operate from your heart. And here's what you do. So you've killed and eliminated and destroyed worlds. So here's what you do at the end of your meditation. At the end of the meditation, when you feel your heart glow, you can just stop for a minute. And take some shallow breaths and feel your heart. Feel the coolness into your heart. And you can just keep your mind there. Then you reach out and take a vision of Mother Earth, and take Mother Earth and put her into your heart. This is one of the things, this is like the icing on the cake for heart-light meditation. So you put Mother Earth into your heart and breathe into her, and you can embrace her, Mother Earth, because you're part of Mother Earth and she's part of you. And then you can put the whole solar system into your heart. And then put the whole galaxy into your heart. Heart light meditation is for getting closer to the All One. And even though you're doing it in your imagination, it has a profound effect on you. Okay, so now you've got the heart and the galaxy and the solar system all in your heart, the earth, Mother Earth herself in the heart, and you can embrace them and talk to them, and this is what you love. You put what you love into your heart. Then you can put who you love in your heart, and then this may be your dogs and your cats or your animals, whatever that is that you love. You put that, you reach out and find the image of them and bring them into your heart. You see, the heart on this level is infinite, so you can take the whole universe and put it in there. And then, you know, the people that you love, the husband or the lovers or the grandparents, whoever, you put them in your heart. And you can put the town in your heart, or you can put the park or the beach or whatever it is that you love, put it into your heart. And that image, and you do this over time, see? So you do it in the morning and at night before you go out in the day, and it helps you to not be in a world that's evil, that you hate, right? Because you'll be carrying in your heart a world that you love. And that's really important. It changes your whole energy structure, because our wounds are carrying around a world of pain, a world of guilt, a world of regret, a world of resentment, a world of anger, the world of sorrow. You see what I'm saying? And we carry this around in our subconscious. We carry it around in our belly, right? And then that kind of pollutes our whole life. Our life becomes a struggle, or our life becomes ashamed, or our life becomes you're afraid all the time, or anxious, or depressed. It's because we don't have anything inside us that counterbalances that, and this does that. So you do the heart light meditation, you know, once or twice a week, and then you do this. I mean, you do the finding your lion heart once or twice a week, and you blow off the steam. You get rid of those things that you don't want. You fight back, and you become the destroyer of worlds, the hero, right? But to replace what you don't like with what you do like, and you love Mother Earth, you love Mother Nature, you love the animals, you love, you know what I'm saying, the sky, the moon at night, whatever it is that you love, you put that into your heart. And that's the basics of heart light meditation. Again, it's a combination of you're directing where you put your attention, and then surrender. Then you direct where you're going to flow with the like say you want to put your energy down to your pelvic region, but you have to, you can't like force it. You just put it down there and let it go, and let it be. And then when things get chaotic and it gets all jumbled up, go back to the start again. I want heart light. I want heart light. And then build it up into your chest. You feel the coolness into your mouth, feel the coolness in your throat, feel the coolness in your chest. And then you go over, and then you keep going, and you go down to your toes, your arms, let things wiggle and shake. You'll feel it. When you feel the tingling in your arms and your legs and your toes want to curl, That's light entering into your body. You have to, and you just imagine that that's light entering into your body. You feel, well, they have scientific name for it, but it's actually light. And I think that's enough for you to get going. And this is a lifelong thing, because in your whole life you've never had one breath that was the same as the second breath, and the inhale and the exhale has never been the same, never. So you're actually connected to the river of life, and there's not too many things that can do that. All right, good luck and happy meditation. You gotta want it. That's why I want is in there. You gotta want this. You know, you gotta want this as the foundation, as something that you do, that you incorporate in your life, like taking a bath. You gotta want this. All right, good luck everybody, and my blessings are with you.